Hey everybody, it's time for Off the Ledge. This is Annette Dion. It's Tuesday, March 4th, 2025. It's a very important day. The reason it's a very important day is because I suspect, and I get the psychic impression, that tonight at the so-called State of the Union address that Donald Trump will proclaim that we will be ending our United States Constitution. This is my impression. And basically pledges fealty to Putin. So we're here to face reality and to talk about what we can do and to get spiritual upliftment and inspiration. And that's the job that I'm doing here. And we have to do this in the face of knowing exactly what's going on. So today we have the astrology for today from our resident astrologer Kathy Beal. To book a session with Kathy to get your personal astrology chart read, it's empowermentunlimited.net. And here's our astrology for today, March 4th.
This is Kathy Beal of empowermentunlimited.net with Astro Insight for Tuesday, March 4th, 2025. No new astrological influences coming into being today, so notice where the energy is taking you, follow the impulses, speak up, speak out. Mercury is just getting started in Aries. Venus is starting to retrograde in Aries. Where can you stand up? Where can you fight for yourself? Where can you be brave? That's all for now.
That's a perfect astrological forecast for getting out there and protesting and attending rallies. I am planning to attend a rally in Boston. I'm having a hard time finding information about what is going on, and that's by design. And I even called the representative, Seth Moulton, and asked his helper if she knew what was going on in terms of rallies and protests, and she was clueless. But I left a message. The other thing I want to tell you before we jump into Ernest Holmes is call 202-224-3121. 202-224-3121. That's the switchboard at the Capitol. And if you just Google your state's representatives, you will get, like what I just did, you will get a page like this, and your representatives will be right there. So call this number, 202-224-3121, and all you have to do is ask for each representative of your state and leave them a message that we're in a constitutional emergency and a national security emergency, and that you, if this is the way that you feel, you do not feel that the Democrats are rising to the occasion and being forceful enough. I asked for them to boycott tonight's so-called State of the Union. So there's that. We must not be asleep in this moment. So let's pass it on. Hang on, I'm grabbing my book. It's way over here. Let's see what Ernest Holmes has to say. 365 Signs of Mind. You will feel less anxiety when you're activating. I promise you, you will. You'll engage that energy. That's fear energy. You'll engage it. Let's read our prayer of protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. If you pray, pray without ceasing. I mean it. We are really in a moment. Okay. And if you're afraid, just use that energy to activate. I just said it twice. The word for today, acceptance. Spiritual mind treatment or affirmative prayer really is something we do to ourselves. The only direction we give to this treatment, this prayer, this affirmation of acceptance, is that we identify it with the person we are working for or the condition we wish to help. This is neither willing concentrating, coercing, nor compelling anything or anyone. It is rather a quiet inward acceptance and affirmation of our conviction based on the theory that there is a spiritual perfection at the center of all things in the universe, and that there is a fundamental good governing all things. And from the book of Genesis it says, I am the Almighty God, walk before me and be thou perfect. So, what I want to say about affirmative prayer is we talk often about forming an equivalent in our minds to create an energetic space for what it is that we want to see occur. So at the initial start of this video, you heard me kind of complaining. Okay, so my job now is to turn that complaining and sort of despair, those kinds of thoughts and sentiments, into, we got to practice this, into a visioning of what I want to see happen. So in this case, what I want to see happen is that Americans are rising up in such huge numbers that they're making a difference. They're pushing this thing to the brink in terms of Trump being ousted. We're pushing it to the brink, and he's teetering on the edge of being ousted, and then he is removed. We need no less than that. So when we're doing our affirmative praying and our affirmative knowing, we envision that. And if you want to go to any of the Thursday night meditations, please do. Every Thursday night, we do a guided meditation. If you're stressed, after you call your representatives, before you call them, go ahead and do a guided meditation from our Thursday night sessions. They're under the lives here. Well, this is actually posted under the videos on my page, but under the lives on Thursday night. The first 15 minutes you don't have to listen to, it's just me talking. The second 15 minutes is the guided meditation. So please do that. And I want to remind you too of Miracle of Mind, Sadhguru's app, to help you, especially if you are not sure about meditation. It will guide you through in a simple way into like a 7-minute meditation, longer if you prefer. So there's that. I'm going to pull 3 cards. And I want to thank everybody who's been watching these videos, who's been sharing these videos, who are sharing the message about needing to save our democracy. It's critically important that we are all involved in this very moment. So let's pick 3 Osho cards. And I hope you're having a good day. It really is important that we keep our vibrational frequency up by doing things that make us feel happy. If you are in fact going to a rally today, maybe you'll meet some great new friends and connections, and that's what it's all about. It's about love. It's about love and connection. And it's interesting to me that that's the thing that we need the most right now, and that's the thing that will keep us and make us healthier and keep us healthy as a society. We can do this. We just all have to be single-minded about it. So the Osho cards for today: go beyond the illusion that we can sit and do nothing. And when you've done your work, be patient. Things will unfold for the better. And going with the flow means going with your activism. Okay? We have all that Aries energy that Kathy just mentioned. And Aries is the sign of I am. It's a fire sign. Aries is very similar to Sagittarius. It's kind of like, I am not going to take no for an answer kind of energy. So keep that in mind today. And let's see. I'm going to actually pull a fairy card for us today. Let's see what the fairies have to say. Tonight is Tuesday. We don't have anything scheduled for tonight. Tuesday night is kind of my night off from live streaming. But do join us Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for sure. 7 p.m. Eastern for the Psychic News Network. I think that my Wi-Fi is back online. It wasn't yesterday, so I had to use my phone. We have the Hedge Witch. The Hedge Witch, secrets and hidden lore. I think that this is speaking to our hidden power. Let's just read a little bit of this. Okay, this is about healing ourselves. And I'm not going to read you the whole thing, but this is about inwardly making sure we're treating ourselves, our bodies, our holy temples with respect and, like, you know, natural foods, fresh air, being in nature to keep your vibration high. I know for me, if I need to de-stress, I have to walk. It's quite windy and a little cold today, but, you know, it's important to get out there. So you're being asked to consider physical healing, and that's to raise your vibration to a higher frequency. Because when we physically feel good, we are more able to engage our passionate energy, which is required for us to keep moving forward. So if there's an adjustment that you can make in the way that you conduct your energy, you conduct yourself day to day, if there's an adjustment you can make, get a bunch of vegetables and make a stir fry, that kind of thing. Let me ask the guides what they want to tell us for today about the conundrum we're in the United States. Okay, the message that I'm getting is we have more worldwide support than is evident right now, and a lot of our allies are actually lashing out with their own tariffs and boycotts against Trump, not necessarily against the American people. I will post the mailing address to send President Zelenskyy a message of support and maybe a message of apology too, for how he and J.D. Vance treated him, for how he was treated in that meeting. Be ready. Tonight will be a little bit worse than that with the sort of State of the Union address. But know that other countries, that our allies haven't just thrown us to the wolves. Know that other countries see what's going on, and know that in the background there are people with their eye on what to do next to save this country. So the guides are saying, don't think that you're all alone. It's easy to feel like you're all alone, especially if you live alone and if nobody's really talking about what's going on. So let's make an effort to talk to one another about what's going on. And let's be in the awareness, like my card says, and I'm sorry the letters are backwards. I've tried everything and I can't figure out how to change the letters, but I'll just tell you, this says you are never alone. So let's just know that you are never alone. So I'm off. I'm going to find a rally. My songs are being played at a rally in Western Mass. I don't think I'm going to drive all the way out there, but we'll see. All right. Love you all, and we'll see you soon. Please share, and I hope these videos are helpful to you. Bye.